Come to the next topic, that is angles and property of a triangle. So we have already studied in the lower classes also. Three angles of a triangle have a total measure of 180 degree. So we know that, suppose this is a triangle, this is three angle 1, 2, 3, which means angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to how much? 180 degree, right? If two angles are given to you, how to find the third one? Suppose angle 1, I am taking angle 1 as 40 degree, 40 plus 60 degree plus angle 3 we have to find out. Okay, how to find this angle 3? The total sum is 180 degree. So what you have to do is 6 plus 4, that is 10, 100 degree plus x is equal to 180 degree here. So for finding the value of x, what we have to do? Just shift this 100 to RHS side. So 180 minus 100. So what is the answer? 80 degree. So third angle is 80 degree here. So angle 1 was 40, angle 2 was 60, so third angle is 40. So when you add this 3, you will get 180, right? The total measure is 180 degree here. Clear? So in this way, angle sum property basically works. Sometimes the question will be like this. Suppose, just I want to tell you about linear pair. Okay. We have to find, the question is like this. So this is a triangle we have extended here, right? This is exterior angle, this is interior angle, and this is also interior. This angle we have to find out, right? Suppose this is 40 degree, right? This is 60 degree. So sum of 40 and 60 is what? Our exterior angle, that is 100 degree. So how to find this one? So if you see your protractor, so this is 180 degree. So this is also called linear pair, okay? Linear pair. So linear pair makes how much degree? 180 degree. If you see A, B, C, and I have extended this line up to D, right? So BC is extended to, BC is extended here up to D. So we are talking about linear pair. If you see this one, if I join like this, it will make how much degree? It will make 180 degree, like this. It makes 180 degree. Now how to find this angle, this x? How to find this x? We can do one thing here. We can, this 100 plus x, what it gives? 180 degree. Okay. Now how to find this x? X is equal to 180 minus 100. That will give how much? 80 degree. In this way also we can find the third angle. So the value of x is 80 degree. Okay. In this way also find out, or you can write 40 plus 60 plus x is equal to 180 degree. In that way, in this way also you can find out 40 plus 60 plus x is equal to 180 degree. In this way also you can find out, or if the exterior angle is given here, so you can form a linear pair, and with the help of linear pair also you can find this angle. Okay, only this angle, and keep it in your mind, this should make 180 degree, right? That is main important here. Okay, how to form a linear pair? It should make an angle of 180 degree. Okay, just go through it. Okay, two special types of triangle, that is isosceles triangle and equilateral triangle, right? So the speciality of equilateral triangle is all sides are equal, right? And for isosceles triangle, two angles are equal, right? Same way means two sides are also equal. For isosceles triangle, just see, look here. This is the base angle. This is equal to this. Okay. So here x, y, z. For isosceles triangle, angle y is equal to angle z. Okay. Angle y is equal to angle z. This is the speciality of isosceles triangle. Same way when we are talking about equilateral triangle basically all sides are equal. Suppose the measure is 60 here, so this is also 60 and this is also 60, but keep it in your mind, the measure of triangles will be, the measure of all angle of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay, so these are the two triangles in which basically the question used to ask. Okay, just go through it. Okay, now come to the next topic, that is property of a triangle based on sides. So this is very important topic. Okay, so the definition is, if sum of the length of any two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side. So this statement you have to learn it, because while solving the questions you have to write this statement. Okay, you have applied this statement. According to this statement, two sides of any triangle is always greater than the third side. Okay, how? Suppose I have made a triangle ABC. This capital ABC is a triangle in which a small a is a side, small b is a side, and small c is a side. Okay, when we add these two, right, when we add a plus b, that will be greater than c. Same way, when we add b and c, okay, b plus c is always greater than what? A. Same way, when we add a plus c, that is greater than b. Okay, so this property, this is very important property, you have to learn by heart it. Okay, if the sum of any two sides of a triangle, is always greater than the third side. So in when we practice the questions, okay, when we come to the question, some measurements are given to you. We have to compare that measures, and after solving that, okay, after the comparison, we have to write this statement. Okay, so learn this statement properly. Okay, so hope it is clear to you. So we are talking about this property of a triangle based on sides. Okay, two sides is always greater than the third sides. Suppose a plus b, we have taken two sides a and b, so that will be greater than c. Same way, if I have taken b and c together, so that will be greater than a. And if I am taking a and c, two sides, that is greater than b. Okay, let's go through it. Okay, now come to the next topic, that is right angle and Pythagoras property. Pythagoras property is very important, and the definition is here. What Pythagoras property says, the Pythagoras property states that for any right angle triangle, this is a right angle triangle, the area of the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the areas of the square on the legs. So we are talking about legs. So these are the two legs. So this is a right angle triangle. ABC is a right angle triangle in which AC is the longest side. That longest side is called hypotenuse. Then BC is called base, or in other language we can say it as legs. Okay, and this AB is the altitude. So according to this statement, the square of hypotenuse, okay, the square of hypotenuse, when we square means 6 square, I will tell you, wait. When talking about, I will show you the example, okay? When we're talking about hypotenuse, so this is our longest side in a right angle triangle is called the hypotenuse. Then the BC is the base here and AB is the altitude. So according to the statement, AC, the hypotenuse, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the, when we add base and altitude, means the square of these two. When we add BC square and AB square, so what we will get? AC square. Okay, so according to the statement, just go through it, then I will give you one example, okay, about this Pythagoras theory. Okay, just go through it. The previous space was not there, so hope you have written the definition. Now I want to explain this one. So here, this is a right angle triangle and the longest side AC is called the hypotenuse. These are two legs. We can call it as BC as a base and AB as a altitude. So according to the Pythagoras property, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, right? AB square plus BC square. And what is this square? Square basically, suppose if I am writing 6 square, 6 square means not 6 into 2, right? 6 square means we are raising the power of 6 how many times? 2 times. It means 6 into 6, that is 36. Understood? Same way, if the question is 10 square, 10 square means 10 into 10, that is 100, not 10 into 220. Okay. In the second term portion, we are basically used to study this power and exponents. Okay. So for this, particularly for Pythagoras property, you have to learn the multiples. Basically, the multiples of square number. Square number means you have to learn 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square, up to 25. Okay, learn it properly up to 25. So it will be very easy and clear to you while solving this type of questions. Okay, this is a very important topic, Pythagoras property. So according to this property, always remember the longest side, this AC is the hypotenuse. Okay, according to property AC square, the hypotenuse square is equal to base plus altitude, right? And suppose if the question is to find base, what do you have to do? Okay, suppose base is not given, right? This we have to find out. So according to the property, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So how to find BC square here? BC square means this is the longest side, that is AC square minus AB square. So when you subtract this two, you will get the base. Okay. Same way, if we have to find the altitude, base is given and altitude is not given to you, then also you have to do the same thing. Instead of BC, here you have to write AB square. So AB square is equal to AC square minus BC square. Okay, this is all about Pythagoras property. This is the last topic that we have to cover in this chapter. So today onwards, just try to learn the square numbers till 25. So this is all about Pythagoras property. So it is very important exercise for class 7 and for class 8 also, right? So for class 8, in class 8, separate chapter is there, cube root and square root. Okay, so in square root this property is applied. So try to learn all the square number up to 25. Square number means 2 2s are 4, 2 square that is 4, 3 square that is 9, 4 square 16. In this way you have to learn the square number up to 25. Okay, just go through it. It's an introduction video for you. When we start the exercise, then I will make it more clear to you. Okay, that when you practice the question, that will be very helpful for you. Okay, just go through it.